He looked up and stared into Phil's eyes. He didn't see the bright blue pools of life that he used to. He saw emptiness. He must be right. Phil stared back at Dan, seeing his brown irises blazing with fury. Phil's eyes gripped loosened for a second. Dan realized and swung a punch as hard as he could, hitting Phil square in the jaw. Phil reached towards his blood. He looked down at it in a strange way and glanced back up at Dan, who seemed almost to be expecting something. Phil decided to wipe the blood on his shirt. "I won't lie," Phil said, rearranging his suit jacket and sweeping his black hair away from his eyes. "I feel different. I feel urges. I still know who I am, what I do, what the difference is between right and wrong, and yet something is within me, something primal." "Shut up," Dan said, clenching his fists and visibly shaking with rage. "You are not my friend, and if I have to destroy his body to give him peace, do not think I won't." Dan spun around, reaching for the sharp wood that was cutting into his back. In one sure motion, he snapped the branch and immediately slung towards Phil, who, as if in slow motion, leant backwards, smacked the branch from Dan's hand, and grabbed him by the throat. "No, stop it! Oh my god, the feels!" You start with killing Phil, then you start with Dan almost dying right here. Don's head banged against the tree with a force that shook the leaves from the branches, falling over the boy's shoulders. His breath was heavy. He could feel the beads of sweat forming on his forehead. This was fear. He tried to move, but the force his friend was applying to his neck seemed immovable and impossible. Phil stepped closer until their noses touched. Touched and looked Dan directly in the eyes. Oh god, I saw this word. I hate it. Good. No. I could kill you. Every fiber of my being is urging me to tilt your head back and bite your neck. But I can choose not to. "What?" Dawn said, spitting out warmth before taking a huge gasp. "I don't want to kill you. I want you to join me. I want that too. Yee! Fangirl attack happening here. My mom's trying to sleep. I don't give a shit. Fangirl attack. Dan felt his heart drop in pressure. An overwhelming stillness waved through his body until he was stunned into silence. Into silence, really? Because that's English, quote unquote, from one of my friends. I don't think I came out to you guys about that. I'll talk about it later. Stillness waved through his body until he was stunned into silence. "No, please," he stuttered. "You don't have a choice, but I do. Appreciate it," said Phil. "Think about it, Dawn. Things can continue like normal. We can tell everyone it was one of those miracle situations where I was never actually dead." "I cannot do, Phil. We can go back to our... Oh, I see. I can't do, Phil. We can go back to our apartment and continue our normal lives. With some dietary adjustments, I guess." I completely lost his ability to think. Part of it made sense. Maybe it would be okay if he didn't have to lose his friend or his own life. He knew it wasn't true, though. Even though Phil was right in front of him, there was no breath coming out of his lips. The only sensation he experienced was the damp chill of Phil's skin pressing against him. Wait, just then, Dan noticed a man who must be the groundskeeper walking by in the distance. Dan had made his choice, and if he knew it would be the right one, he knew it would be the right one. Help! Dan shouted, shaking as hard as he could, causing Phil to almost loosen his grip. He's trying to get... Then he felt it. 2 sharp stabs pierced the skin of his neck. He's a vampire now. 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 I have problems. No. Dan dropped his arms and buckled his knees. Dan dropped his arms and buckled his knees. He had lost. Phil moved in closer, pitting Dan's body against the trees as he gulped gallons of thick blood, his teeth and down his throat. Phil almost felt himself losing control, feeling a desire to completely give in to a more powerful force within himself. No, he said, pulling away, feeling the blood run down his neck past the collar of his shirt. Quickly, he raised his wrist and pierced his own veins. Drink, he ordered, pressing his wrist against Dan's mouth. Dan, with the last moments of his fading energy, he attempted to reset this, pitifully shrugging his shoulders. It wouldn't be enough. His natural instinct to breathe opened his lips. The pungent taste of iron filled his mouth and flowed across his tongue. Dan's vision faded to black. Badgers in my neck. It's getting so cute. I don't know why. I'm so weird. Fuck my life. Blinking. Vision hazy and unclear. A yellow light. A white ceiling. After what seemed like a dreamy eternity, unable to move, Dawn's eyes focused and noticed... Oh my god, I'm about to sneeze. Ew. Sneezing, ew. Dawn's eyes focused and noticed the familiar patterns of his bedroom ceiling. He was home. Had it all been a bad dream? Dan asked himself. Oh shit, I didn't try and do the voice. Asked himself this, and as he reached to touch his back chest with his fingers, he could still feel. Surely that meant he was still alive. His hand stopped, palm lying flat over his chest. He tried to focus all senses on detaching something, anything, or detecting something. No pulse. Oh my god. 2 hot British vampires. If this would have been Twilight, I think, I think Bella would just be like, oh my god, fun is real, please, just kiss. That's me. I'm sorry to Dan and Phil, but I want you to be a couple. And if you are in secret, I'm so proud of you. He looked to the right, suddenly noticed Phil sitting in a chair leaning over the bed. How do you feel? He asked with what seemed like a degree of confidence. Dan's eyes darted up and down, trying to decide what he made of this person, or whatever it was, who sat next to him. He sat up and swung his legs over the bed, lifting his head up with a strange new assuredness he had never felt before. He locked his eyes with his friend. Hungry, Dan said. feeling within him an urge, a biological mission. He now felt he had to begin. Me too, Phil said with a smirk. Why don't we go find someone to eat? Oh my god, the end. Oh my god. Let me just say this. This video. Oh my god. This story. Dan, you're an amazing author. You need to. This is how I have fangirls at Max. Oh my god. Okay, he like, seriously, you, Dan, I know you'll never see this video, but please, write more fan fiction. It's amazing. I love your fan fiction. I'm gonna go die in a hole now. I fell on the floor. Thank you. Okay, bye everyone. I love you all. Have an amazing... I'm filming this before Christmas, so have an amazing holiday. Bye.